This video is going to be about frustration and why, through my experience, I think I get frustrated. Frustration comes from relying on your desire to develop into an expectation. So because life knows that it's full of twists and turns and that there's always room for adaptation, and that you can't fall into previous rhythms and rely on them you can't just expect things to happen for you or happen the way that you're used to happening. That's where the root cause of frustration comes from, and then frustration also is perpetuated by confusion. Confusion is the idea of asking too many questions and not having reliable answers to suffice for those questions, because in reality we are continuously seeking the question and not the answer, because the question will bring out more than the answer will, because the answer is like putting a cap on something. It's saying this is this. We're dealing with factuals or yada yada yada. So it's an equal balance of a mild state of confusion so you can assimilate and understand things around you and actually develop within your environment and with your environment. But it's also not dwelling too deep into your own psyche and questions and expectations of reality, so you don't have negative feedback, because if you expect so much out of life, you're probably going to be disappointed in some ways, just because life isn't this this bubble of fantasy, or this idea that you can do it all, blah blah blah, shit, whatever. It's life is gonna give it to you the way life is gonna give it to you. Stimulation from your environment is gonna push you in directions whether you like it or not. It's just part of it. Like, you just prepare yourself mentally for change and for the inevitable now and constant of mood swings, emotions, blah blah blah. That there are breaks in the waves, and there are tides that come in and out, and it's a big continuous loop of expression and depression and blah 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 blah. So just realize that life isn't, somebody told me one time that every day isn't the 4th of July. And that makes sense, because, like, I mean, 4th of July, but, I don't know, it just, you can't expect every day to be a beautiful sunny day that's going to caress your soul and, bring this enlightened feeling and da-da-da-da-da. You can't expect. Frustration also comes from people, because, people do not, like, they're one of the most volatile things on the entire planet, it seems, that, people are unreliable and live their own lives, and that's beautiful. But also, you have to understand that you can't make somebody or something like indispensable. Like, you can build those connections and have reliability, but you can't make it where they're mentally this anchor to life. You have to build it through yourself and know that you're the constant that you're carrying, and that's the true beauty. Is life is just looking at itself saying, all right, let's get it done. And that's how we should probably handle things. I was going to drink this coffee. It's way too hot. I can just look at it. I can feel it. It's way too hot. Either way. Y'all be good.